misfortune or hardship comes with it a seed of equivalent or greater benefit. That's the quote right there. Fit, tone, I guess usually like sexually attractive. And I can't really exactly tell you why that's what I went with, but that's kind of just. So what's up, guys? It's AAA or Alex's Anime Art, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be going over a little bit of my character creation process and how I created my own concept art, like that was DC inspired. I'm just going to be going through that process, and I'm just going to be giving some general art tips to help you guys out with that. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So this video was actually a failed recording or like a video idea. It was actually originally supposed to be a Power Girl video. And what happened was is that when I was recording, I finished like the main anatomy under the clothes and hair. And when I was like trying to draw the rest of it, like her hair, like it kind of didn't go the way I was expecting, and it just like I was just like, dang man, I can't do this. This is just like a failed recording. This is a failed video. This is a bust. I just wasted time recording this video. Dang it. But what I figured out is that I actually didn't even end up wasting time with this because something else came out of it. I actually got a new video idea to create my own female superhero character that was a DC inspired, and that's kind of what happened with this video. So it wasn't really a bust, like, and I think there's a quote I'm gonna try and remember or try to say from Napoleon Hill. I might paraphrase this. I'm not sure if I have this completely right. It's every misfortune or hardship comes with it a seed of equivalent or greater benefit. That's the quote right there. I'm pretty sure I'm paraphrasing. I'm not entirely sure if that's the exact quote, but remember that because that's kind of what came out of this video. I thought it was just going to be a fail video. I was like, screw it. I wasted time. Dang it. I have to make up for it now. But it actually didn't, and it actually turned out being a probably even better idea than what was going to be for the Power Go video. So that's kind of just like, just remember that. You have to look for opportunity in something that you see as a failure. And just remember that, guys, for just a little inspiration for you. And the main inspiration for the video was like kind of like the Starfire video, since it was just like me, a manga artist. I consider myself a manga artist, not professional, but amateur manga artist, drawing Western comics and trying to put my own like spin on like kind of like the Western style and how they do comic book superheroes and all that. And that's just an interesting concept to me because like I'm doing something where I typically try and draw in an Eastern style or anime manga style, but then I'm putting that into sort of like a Western comic book superhero style. So that is just kind of an interesting topic to me, an interesting video to do. And there's also just going to be tips throughout, like I said before, just like I'm going to try and give a bit of wisdom or give a bit of my tips on just like the character creation process in general, and like pretty much how I came up with this, and just like general tips to just help you guys with like whatever you're doing with characters, art, and all that. And this was, and the kind of like character design, it was kind of supposed to be like a Power Girl mixed with Starfire, if you can see it. I was sort of going for like, as you can see in the middle of the chest where I guess the cleavage is exposed, like that's kind of where I was going with like the sort of like Power Girl thing. And when I was thinking more of the skin tightness of like more so Starfire and like the sort of skin that's exposed, and I wasn't trying to necessarily be too crazy with that type of stuff, but you can sort of see if you look at it, it was sort of like that kind of inspiration from just like Power Girl and Starfire. And it may just be in general more so just like comic book super or female comic book superheroes in general, and just the sort of style of that. And that's kind of how I think of it, like fit, tone, I guess usually like sexually attractive, and that's kind of like the style I think of when I think of like women, superhero women, maybe even supervillains too. Uh, in comic book series, that's just kind of where I go. That's kind of what I think of. And just to go over some quick character design tips, like, and also a bit of like shape language as well. Like, if I were to put this character out in the silhouette, I can already see some of the shapes. Like, the hair is bursting out. That can tell you a bit about this character's personality, and like, she can be like, you can see that she would probably be like more so out there, more so outgoing, and just like, I'm trying to think of the word, but just like, I guess you can say like more so maybe a bursting personality as well, because that's kind of what the hair looks like, and that's kind of the shape language I'm getting from that. And you can see more of like rounded shapes throughout, like the main curves of her, they're gonna be like mainly circular, like, or they're gonna be in a more of a rounded shape. Like, lots of this stuff is just more in a rounded shape, and the rounded shape language is kind of like more so usually elegance, feminine, I guess more so childlike, and not like entirely like very like threatening. But that's kind of what that circle shape language tells you. I can go more into shape language, but there are also some other videos on that if you want to learn more about shape language and all that. And actually, I did the character name. I came up with the character name. I was going for the name I went with was Quantum Light, and that's kind of just, I don't know. That's kind of like, I can't really exactly tell you why that's what I went with, but that's kind of just what I thought. Like, Quantum Light, like, it's just that's literally just the first name that came to me when I saw the overall character design. That's pretty much the name that came to me after I was completely done with this process. So yeah, and some of my overall thoughts and experiences is, it's just like, to me, like, once again, I really just think it's interesting for someone who considers themselves a manga artist to dabble in sort of like a Western sort of style that is more so related to superhero comic books and all that. Like, it's an interesting experience, because you don't really, I never really see anyone that's in the manga and anime realm that would dabble or go or do something that was within that sort of area. They usually stick to whatever they stick to, and vice versa. Maybe I don't really see even the Western comic creators even go to manga or like do anything like that's necessarily would be related to manga as well. So it's kind of just interesting to mix the two styles, and it's just like it's just a cool process. And I think this would probably be merchandise. Like, could be my own original merchandise. Like, Quantum Light could literally just be my own superhero that I created, and it could go on like merch, like t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, posters. Like, I could literally create that stuff in the future, because after I created my own superhero character, and it would just be honestly just like really dope, really cool merch. And hopefully you guys will probably buy that stuff. And if there's anything I change, the overall character design wouldn't change, but as I improve as an artist, there are probably going to be a few things with maybe some anatomy stuff that might change. But overall, I'm pretty much very happy with this design. And yeah, it was overall just like a cool process, and I'll probably be doing like more stuff like off camera on my own, and more so stuff like when I'm like just designing her and like in or doing like cool new poses and cool maybe other concepts with other superheroes and other things like that. But yeah, guys, this was my process on creating my own DC inspired concept art, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, guys, it's AAA or Alex's Anime Art, and I'm out.